Stay with me.
Okay.
Wait.
Roger.
The chopper's back to finish the job!
HQ, come in! This is Alpha! The chopper's targeting us now!
Everyone! Bring that chopper down and bring it down hard!
Stay with me.
Okay.
Stay with me.
Roger.
It should go away after a bit. It has to do its attack first, then it has to go away. Okay, now it's moving. This is very consistent. This is very interesting. So I think right now I should probably focus. Okay, let me just,
Roger!
I need to get Chris over here.
Follow my lead!
Take it easy, will ya?
Follow my lead!
Okay.
I need to focus on getting rid of the enemies right now. I just have to hope he doesn't hit me through the geometry. Was he going away? Yeah, he's going away. Good. That's exactly what I need. This is some very interesting behavior that I'm noticing with the chopper. You should go to the same location every time if he's gonna put the enemies right there. Yes, he is. Now's my chance. Okay. I can definitely see the
I'm going after that
the nuances in the program, but it's really stupid.
Getting away with this.
So let me
You
explain
need to think things through.
what you have to do again. So when the fight first starts, you have to pick up the grenade launcher and get Chris over here. Make sure he stays over here because you do not want him shooting the chopper. Because it seems in the initial couple of minutes when starting the fight, if you damage the chopper, he'll gain access to the explosive rounds. But you don't want that to happen, so you have to make sure no one is damaging the chopper. Then you need to kill the two enemies that spawn. And it seems to only be two enemies. I don't know if there are other enemies. But when you kill these two enemies, the chopper is going to go away. He mainly goes in that direction, but he can also go in that direction, and his direction is different. If he goes in that direction, I do think there can be some problems, but I think the same process can still work. Because you can just wait back here and wait for the enemies to come after you and get rid of them. But in my case, he went this way, and I was able to use the time to shoot him. And of course, I had to use the shoulder swap trick in order to fire the grenade launcher fast, because you have to damage raise this guy like crazy, because of how broken he is as a boss. He's so broken, he can even phase through geometry, like he can be so close, like he can have the front of his helicopter clip into this building right over here. That's so stupid. But you use the shoulder swap trick to fire the grenade launcher, then you need to reload. And if he comes from that spot and he sets up over there, after he's done placing enemies, he's going to go to this spot. And you can therefore use the grenade launcher against him. I'm not entirely sure if he always goes the same direction after he gets to this initial spot. Because if that's the case, you can then safely jump down here, grab the grenade launcher rounds, and then try to make your way back over to this cover right over here and get rid of the enemies. He's going to go away, and you can use that opportunity to hit him again. If that's the case, then I might have something here. It's so bizarre. Like, I think I actually discovered the initial beginning where you're not supposed to damage him and he doesn't gain access to explosive rounds a while ago. It just popped into my head when I just discovered it here. But it's still inexcusable, the shitty hitboxes on this guy. The fact that he can continuously fire at you with no cooldown, because the cooldown timer on his machine gun is so broken and badly programmed. He has the missile that just hones in on your location, and you have to make sure you're placing a building between yourself and the missile. And you have the explosive rounds. Those stupid explosive rounds have more range than they should, and they can hit you through geometry. And then you have your AI partner drawing attention towards you, because he's drawing the chopper's attention as he's moving towards you, and you can get hit by broken hitboxes in the process. It's just an absolutely pathetic encounter, but hopefully this discovery that I found mitigates a lot of the poor designs at play. I still don't know if it completely convinces me to consider this boss as not being the worst boss in the entire Resident Evil series. I mean, the thing is, if you were to consider Resident Evil 6 from the context of not no damage and simply from, you know, just playing it in general with just the healing items, because, you know, it's an online game primarily, like, a lot of the fundamental mechanics were kind of designed with the online format in mind. There are some single-player elements here, but it really doesn't feel like this fight is designed properly. It just feels like they want you to spam healing items and use first aid sprays, and they even give you a first aid spray during this fight, so I don't know. I don't know if I would actually consider it the worst boss in the entire Resident Evil series. I mean, obviously with Krauser is the most disgraceful fight in the entire Resident Evil series when you're talking about how he's portrayed and how his fight is in Resident Evil 4 Remilk. Like, I'm still considering Krauser to be the most disgraceful fight in the entire Resident Evil series. And even though this fight does have bad hitboxes, even restarting it over and over again, it's still nothing compared to just sitting through Krauser. His poor voice acting, his poor portrayals, his poor hitboxes, his terribly designed fight. Just the bare bones nature to everything. So unimaginative and so uninspired with that entire fight, if you want to even call it a fight, in Resident Evil 4 Remilk. But these pretty much represent the new discoveries, or old discoveries in my case, that I'm having to rediscover again with this fight. I'll have to put this to good use in later encounters when I do fight this guy again.